Welcome friends. In this video, I am going to explain you about GATE examination, especially why GATE examination is to be attempted by the graduates, those who have completed their graduation in electrical engineering, and what are the advantages of attending GATE exam and what are the benefits that the student is going to obtain apart from the higher studies, and in addition to that, how to crack the GATE exam. Because knowing about the examination is a part of a graduation student. Especially engineering students are having a lot of desire to pursue their careers. Especially engineering students have a lot of passion to pursue their career in premier institutions like IITs, IISc and NITs. But it would not be possible for all the students. After completion of graduation, most of the students will look at having a secure and a settled lifestyle. So for that, this GATE examination is one of the gateway for engineering student graduates. So now we see how to crack GATE examination. In this video mainly emphasizes on what is the pattern of GATE examinations and how to crack GATE examination. That means what are the subjects that a student can study, or what are the subjects on which a student should concentrate more for cracking the GATE examination, as far as what might be the category of the student. Because you know that different category students belonging to different categories will have different kind of cutoff marks. So in this video, I would like to explain you year-wise statistics of GATE examination. That means how these cutoff marks are going to change year by year, and what would be the weightage that should be given to a particular subject in electrical engineering, so that what might be the, by choosing which subjects as primary part of study, so that a student can get minimum cutoff marks. You know that if you get minimum cutoff marks, then sky would be your limit. That means if the basement is strong, automatically we can construct a big structure. Like that, by concentrating on a specific kind of subjects in electrical engineering, it is very easy for one to crack GATE examination. So I welcome you to the video. So you know, these are the contents which I am going to cover in my video. First, what is GATE and what is the eligibility and duration and type of the examination, qualifying marks, year and organizing institute, GATE statistics, and EEE syllabus, and subject-wise analysis. Here I am mainly emphasizing on subjects that related to electrical engineering, because basically I am an electrical engineer and I qualified my GATE examination in 1998. So GATE stands for Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. Simply we call it as GATE. The GATE examination is conducted for engineering graduates and science graduates from 2020 onwards. Candidates from arts background can also attempt this GATE examination. This GATE examination is conducted mainly up to current year. That means up to 2020, this GATE examination is conducted in the streams of engineering and science. From 2021 onwards, this GATE examination is conducted in other streams of subjects. That means arts, this GATE examination up to 2020, this GATE examination is conducted in streams of engineering and science. From 2021 onwards, certain changes are made in this GATE examination pattern. That means even graduates from arts are also eligible to attempt this GATE examination. That means this GATE examination is conducted throughout the India, and the curriculum for this GATE examination is common, and this curriculum for the GATE examination is on par with IIT and IISCs. So, the GATE examination is a comprehensive test. That means the student would be tested comprehensively about the understanding levels of in different kinds of subject of that particular stream of engineering, or that particular stream which he belongs or which he chooses to appear. So, GATE examination mainly tests about the understanding capability or capacity of a student. That means knowing the subject is different, knowing the formula is different, and applying the same formula in real-time applications is a different So each student, those who are appearing for this GATE examination, is tested in such a manner that how much understanding capability that he is having on that particular subject. So, in simple words, we can say like this: each student would be tested thoroughly about the understanding capability of the subject knowledge. That is what the main intention of this GATE examination. Once a student got qualified in this GATE examination, he would be eligible to get postgraduate admission or Doctor of Philosophy admission in premier institutions like Indian Institute of Sciences, which we call IISc, Bangalore, and Indian Institute of Technologies. And apart from this GATE examination score is also valid for 3 years. That means a student those who qualified in GATE 2021, and a candidate who cracked this GATE, he would be given a scorecard. This scorecard is valid for 3 academic years, starting from the year in which he has cracked that examination. For example, if you cracked the GATE examination in 2020, that means his scorecard is valid for the next coming 3 years. And these details are mentioned in the scorecard supplied by the institution which has conducted or organized GATE examination during that particular year. So now see what are the institutes that organizes this GATE examination every year. So mainly there are 7 IITs and 1 Indian Institute of Sciences will organize examination every year. Right from the year 2010 to 2025, here I have given the statistics. The 7 IITs. When the GATE examination was started, only 5 IITs and Indian Institute of Sciences have used to conduct GATE examination. It is IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, and IISc Bangalore used to conduct GATE examination. Later, from 2008 onwards, IIT Guwahati and IIT Roorkee are also introduced are giving permission to conduct this GATE examination. That means every institute will start conducting or will be given a chance to organize this GATE examination for every 8 years. Suppose if you take the statistics, in 2010, IIT Guwahati has organized the GATE examination, and in 2018, IIT Guwahati will be given the chance for organizing GATE examination. Keeping that statistics into consideration, in 2013, IIT Bombay has organized GATE examination, and in the coming year, 2021, IIT Bombay is going to organize GATE examination. So, from 2014 onwards, from 2014 onwards, this GATE examination has changed its mode of conduction. That means, prior to 2014, paper-based examinations are conducted, and this GATE examination is conducted during the month of February. Due to the vast increase in the demand, or due to more number of candidates, due to the increase in the aspirants, due to the increasing in the number of the aspirants, from 2014 onwards, this GATE examination has been conducted. The institutions have started to conduct this GATE examination in online mode. This examination will be conducted in online mode. So, the last institute, IIT Bombay, was the last institute that has conducted, in 2013, conducted a paper-based examination for this GATE in 2013. But this time, IIT Bombay has the chance. IIT Bombay is going to organize GATE examination. That means all the papers that related to GATE examination are to be set by people or professors from IIT Bombay, and this time IIT Bombay is going to organize GATE examination in online mode. So this would be the first time IIT Bombay is start to organize this GATE examination. This time IIT Bombay, this is the first time IIT Bombay is going to organize GATE examination in online mode. Now we see what is the eligibility criteria. So the eligibility criteria is very simple. You know that GATE exam, already I told you, GATE examination is an entrance examination, or an examination that is conducted to test the comprehensive knowledge of a student who has completed his graduation. So the person who want to appear for this GATE should possess his bachelor's degree in engineering or technology or in architecture or in science. From this year onwards, this eligibility criteria has also changed. The graduates from science and arts can also eligible to write GATE examination. So those who are having bachelor's degree and cracked the GATE, they are eligible to get admission into their PG courses from any of the institutes and the universities that are available in India, including national level universities. The candidates, those who are possessing bachelor's degree in the candidates, those who are having bachelor's degree and cracked the GATE examination, the candidates with bachelor's degree and cracked the GATE examination, they can get the eligibility to secure a seat in the PG program in any of the IITs or IISc or any of in NITs or any of the state level universities. That means the student with GATE score would be given first priority for their admission, even including the private organizations. Similarly, the candidates with post-graduation degree can also attend this GATE examination. Once they have cleared their GATE examination, they can get admission into PhD programs. The candidates from any science or mathematics, statistics, computer applications and engineering will have the eligibility to attempt this GATE examination. So if you look at the eligibility criteria, the questions that are asked in the GATE examination are easily, the eligibility criteria itself states that the student should have a good knowledge of the concepts what he has studied at his undergraduate level or at his undergraduate level, so that the application of the concepts will play a vital role in cracking the examination. Now, the duration and type of the examination. As I told you earlier, from 2014 onwards, GATE examination is started to conducted in online. That means it is online based test, and the duration of the examination is 3 hours, and in these 3 hours 65 questions would be asked, and the maximum marks that are awarded to these 65 questions is 100. And these 65 questions contains both multiple choice type questions and numerically these 65 contain multiple choice questions and numerical answer type questions. That means the student would be provided, or the aspirant is provided with a virtual calculator on the computer, so that he can make calculations with the help of the virtual calculator, and he will be provided with a scribbling pad with pen at the time of the examination. What he has to do is, after completion of the examination, that particular scribbling pad and pen is to be returned to the examiner in the examination center, and the student should be given an option to enter the numerical value in the computer for the assessment. The examination syllabus. So examination is, the student is tested in different following areas. Coming to examination syllabus, the student would be tested in different areas. So the areas will include, the student would be tested coming to the examination syllabus. The student would be tested in 4 different areas. One is verbal and numerical ability, the second one is the mathematical ability, and the third one is the technical ability. So this verbal and numerical ability questions are out of the 100 marks of the question paper, the 15% of weightage would be given to verbal and numerical ability, and remaining 85% weightage would be carried by the engineering, mathematics and technical subjects. Now we see what are the type of the questions and how these weightage would be given. Out of the 65 questions, general aptitude, that means verbal and numerical ability, 10 questions will come from, as I told you earlier, the student would be asked with 65 questions. With these 65 questions would be carried or evaluated for 100 marks. Out of the 65 questions, these 65 questions are divided into two categories: general aptitude and stream. Here the stream is electrical engineering because we are talking about electrical engineering. So out of the 65 questions, 10 questions come from these out of the 65 questions, 10 questions are from general aptitude. That means these 10 questions are common for all the streams of candidates, and remaining 55 questions are specific to the stream of engineering or the stream to which the student is appearing in GATE examination. Now we talk about how this marking would be given. This general aptitude would be evaluated for 15 marks. Out of the 10 questions, there are 5 marks, 1 mark. There are 5 questions that carry 1 mark and 2 questions that carry, in general aptitude, the student would be asked with 10 marks. Out of these 10, in general aptitude, the student would be questioned. Would be for this in the general aptitude section. The student would be given 10 questions. Out of these 10 questions, these 10 questions will carry 15 marks. So you take 15. 15 can be written as 5 plus 10. 5 questions will carry 1 mark, and remaining 5 questions will carry 2 marks. 5 into 1 is equal to 5. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. That means the general aptitude will carry 15% weightage of total marks. Next, coming to marking scheme of electrical engineering. This electrical engineering is, it might be electrical engineering or any stream of engineering. So because as we are emphasizing on electrical engineering, so because I am a graduate who belongs to electrical engineering, I know more about electrical engineering. That's why I have chosen electrical engineering pattern of questioning in GATE examination. So 10 questions are allocated to general aptitude. Remaining 60, total number of questions is 65. 65 minus 10 is equal to 55. These 55 are divided into 25 plus 30. 55 can be written as 25 plus 30. So 25 questions are evaluated or awarded with 1 mark. Remaining 30 questions are awarded with 2 marks. So that 25 into 1 is equal to 25. 30 into 2 is equal to 85, which is equal to 25 into 1 is equal to 25. 30 into 2 is equal to 60. So that if you sum these two numbers, 25 plus 60, which is going to have, which is equal to you know that 25 into 1 is equal to 25, 30 into 2 is equal to 60. If you sum this 25 and 60, which is equal to 85. That means engineering stream or the specific branch specific, we call it as branch specific stream or stream specific scheme. The stream specific scheme will be evaluated for 85 marks. Out of these 85 marks, there would be 25 questions that carry 1 mark each and 30 questions that carry 2 marks each. So that the student or the aspirant should answer all these 65 questions in a span of 180 minutes. That means on an average a student can get approximately 180 divided by 65, which is equal to 2.5 minutes for answering or for choosing the right answer for each question. Coming to the negative marking, there is a negative marking for each wrong answer that the student opts. So the negative marking for this, the negative marking for each question is 33%. That means if a student chooses a wrong answer for 1 mark question, he would be given minus 1 by 3. That is 33% of 1. If a student chooses a wrong answer for 2 marks question, then he would be given 2 of 33% of 2. That is equal to 2 by 2 into 33, 2 by 3 into 100, which is equal to 0.667. So negative marking will play a critical role while choosing the correct answer in this GATE examination. Now coming to disqualifying marks. Disqualifying marks are fixed for every year based on the reservations that a student chooses or belongs. There are 3 categories in GATE pattern. They are the general category, other backward classes, and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So out of the 100 marks for which the examination is evaluated, the qualifying mark is 25 or 25 plus, whichever is higher. That means based upon the number of aspirants, these qualifying marks are going to change every year. So with respect to this general category, the qualifying marks of other category students will get decided. Other backward caste students would be given a chance. That means for other backward classes, for other backward classes, the qualifying marks of a student is 90% of general category qualifying mark. And as far as scheduled caste and scheduled tribe category is concerned, it would be 2 by 3% of qualifying mark of general category. So that if these qualifying marks are decided by the organizing institute time by time. Now we see the GATE statistics. This GATE statistics, in this graph I am going to tell you about how the number of candidates are going to increase, or how many number of candidates are opting GATE examination. So these statistics are spread, I have taken over a period of 10 years. So if you look at the graph, around 4 lakh students have appeared for this GATE examination in the year 2010, and almost all the figure has got doubled by 2020. In the last year, in 2020, approximately 7,56,000 candidates has appeared for GATE examination. This was a steep rise in GATE examination from 2010 to 2013, and there from after 2014 onwards, this figure has consistently became constant and slightly decreased in 2020. Coming to electrical engineering, every year most number of students are participating or appearing in the GATE examination due to the fact that electrical engineering students have a lot of opportunity or are given priority for their jobs in public sector units. So as a result of that, GATE has become the top priority for electrical engineering students or electrical engineering graduates, so that this number is slowly increasing. In the last year, every year there would be a consistent growth of 10%. In 2020, around 1,50,000 students has appeared for this GATE examination. So that this year on also, because the statistics will come only after announcement of result, so there would be an expectation of for the 2021 GATE around 1,50,000 to 1,75,000 students may appear for this GATE examination. If you take the percentage, it would be approximately 8 lakhs divided by 1.5 lakhs. So this comes around 1 by 4, something like that. That means 18 to 25% of candidates, those who are attempting the GATE examination, are from electrical engineering. Now, we see this is a statistical analysis of GATE examination cutoff marks. Here I am giving you the statistical analysis of cutoff marks right from the year 2013 to 2020. And if you observe, from 2000 to 2017, the GATE cutoff marks are around 25. And from 2018 onwards, this cutoff mark has been slightly raised, and it has reached a peak of 39.6 in 2019. In 2020, that figure has came down to 33.4. As a result of that, what happens is the cutoff marks of other backward caste and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe candidate also increases. So that with this scenario of increasing the cutoff marks, a student should have a specific and organized plan to crack the GATE examination. So the main motto of this video is to provide an awareness to the student how to prepare for the GATE examinations by choosing the right combination of subjects so that he can comfortably crack the GATE examination. So, coming to the GATE, coming to the syllabus, the student would be asked the student ability. The student is tested for his ability in different subjects. The first and foremost is the ability of student in the engineering mathematics. So that from 2014 onwards, the GATE, as I told you earlier, from 2000 onwards, this GATE examination is started. It has become online test. The GATE examination has become online test. So for that reason, I considered the statistics from the year 2014. In 2014, the student in 2014 in mathematics, the student was asked for 13 marks, and in 15, 9 marks, in 16, 13 marks, 17, 9 marks, 18, 15 marks, 19, 12 marks. In 2020, only the questions from mathematics has carried 6 marks weightage. If you take the average over this period, this mathematics is having a weightage of 11 marks. That means out of this 85 marks, 11 marks will come from engineering mathematics. So that 11 by 85, which would be, this figure will come approximately come to 14%. It means out of the total 85 marks, engineering mathematics will have a weightage approximately 14 to 15%. Next, coming to the electrical engineering subjects, one of the subject that have good weightage or good importance in engineering is networks. So these networks approximately on an average 10 marks will carry a weightage of 10 marks. That means a student would be asked questions with weightage 10 marks in this network subject. So if you observe the graph, consistently the student would be asked, apart from the 2014 examination, if you observe the examinations from the year 2015 to 2020, minimum 9 questions are asked from circuits and networks and a maximum of 12 questions from circuits. That means approximately the student can gain 10 marks from, or the student would be tested for his ability in networks and circuits for 10 marks. Next, coming to field theory. Electromagnetics field theory. So minimum 4 questions would be asked from this field theory, and in 2018 and 2020 only 3 questions are asked. In 2015 5 marks questions would be asked. These 5 marks questions would be 2 marks questions, 1 mark question, or for 4 marks you might be asked 2 marks questions, or 2 1 mark questions and 1 2 mark questions. Like that the questions would be asked. That means if you take minimum 2 questions would come from this field theory, and the weightage may vary from 3 to 5. If the 3 questions are asked, the weightage maybe goes to 5. Coming to signals and systems. The signals and systems, approximately 8 marks would be questions that carry 8 marks would be asked. That means around a weightage of 10 to 11% weightage would be given for the signals and systems. Coming to engineering machines. Engineering machines is one of the core of electrical engineering, so that the maximum weightage would be given to engineering machines and power systems. So as far as engineering machines is concerned, most number of marks would be, or most number of questions comes from electrical machines, and the weightage goes to 14 in 2019, and in 18 the weightage is 9. So that over a range of 9 and 14, if you take minimum, the student can get a minimum of 12 marks. Minimum of 12 marks. The questions having a weightage of 12 marks are asked in electrical machines. Next subject is electrical power systems. The electrical power systems and machines will carry equal weightage in GATE examination. The machines and power systems combinedly will carry something around 26 marks, and these two subjects will carry a weightage of 25% of total 100 marks. More than 25% of weightage would be carried by these power systems and electrical machine. If you combine networks are, if you take a weightage of 10 marks, 35% of weightage would be given for networks, electrical machines, and electrical power systems. The next subject is control systems. These control systems will have minimum of 6 marks weightage and maximum of 11 marks. This control system will be given a variable weightage throughout the period of GATE exam conduction, but from these control systems a student can expect 2 1-mark questions and 2 2-mark questions definitely. So the weightage of these questions or the weightage for these control systems varies from 6 to 10. On an average, you can expect minimum 6 marks from these control systems. So those who prepared control systems well can those who prepared networks very well can opt this control system, so that combinedly the weightage of electrical networks and control systems along with fields will come to a figure which is equal to 23. As I said earlier, the minimum marks that a student can get from networks is 10, the minimum marks a student can get from fields is 4, and the minimum marks for which the question that the student can get from control systems is 6. 10 plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 20, and 8 marks from signals and systems. So that 28 marks out of 100 marks, circuits, control systems, fields, and signals and systems will carry a weightage of 28 marks. So, if we observe the syllabus pattern, signals and systems is relatively easy. Those who can understand control systems better. Those who understand circuits better can understand control systems easily. Those who are comfortable with control systems can be comfortable with signals and systems. This forms a group of subjects. Thereby, the weightage would be 10 plus 8 plus 6. Something comes around 24 marks. If you add fields to your combination, automatically you can attempt a minimum of 28 marks. Minimum of 28 marks. Next, coming to the measurements. Measurements will have a variable or uncertainty in asking the questions. But if you observe the statistics, most of the times the measurements would be given a weightage of 3 or 4. That means the student would be asked 2 questions compulsorily from the subject of measurements. So if it is 3 marks, then he might be asked 1 1-mark question and 1 2-mark question. If it is 4 marks, then the student might be asked 2 2-mark questions. If it is 6 marks, definitely there is no other choice that the student would be asked would be 2 2-mark questions and 2 1-mark questions. Similarly, if it is 7 marks, the student might be asked 3 1-mark questions and 2 2-mark questions. So definitely 1 1-mark question and 2 2-mark, one definitely 1 1-mark question and 1 1-mark question and 1 2-mark question will come from electrical measurements. Next subject is analog and digital electronics. These analog and digital electrons will carry 10 marks. Will carry a weightage of 10 marks. On an average, the average comes to something around 9.29. That means the student might be asked questions for 10 marks or 8 marks. The next important subject is power electronics. This power electronics subject is gaining its importance right from the 2014 to 2020. Except in 2015 and 17, every time this power electronics would be asked. Minimum is questions from this power electronics are carry minimum 8 marks and a maximum of 11 marks. So this year onwards, as far as the recent developments are concerned, I feel that this power electronics would have a good weightage, and I am anticipating that 8 marks would be allocated for this power electronics, or 8 or 9 marks would be allocated for this power electronics. So coming to overall distribution of the marks, the general aptitude is 15%, for engineering mathematics it is 11%, measurements is 4%, field theory is 4%, analog and digital electronics is 9%, signals and systems is 8%, power electronics is 8%, control systems is 8%, networks 10%, power systems 11%, machines 12%. So overall a span of 100 marks, this would be the overall distribution of different subjects. So in my opinion, what are the subjects that the student can choose comfortably? I suggest a student to choose networks and control system, because the student will get more time to concentrate. Networks is the subject that would be taught by all the universities in the first year of their course study. Control systems is the subject that would be taught during the second year, so that the students will get a strong foundational background. The students can get a strong foundation, and or the students can get more time to study for this networks and control system. Once the student get confidence on networks and control systems, definitely he can concentrate on signals and systems, power electronics and power systems. So what happens is, this entire stream will carry 11% of weightage, it goes to power systems, 10% of weightage to network, 8% of weightage to control systems, and 8% of weightage to power electronics, and 8% of weightage to signals and systems. All combinedly, the total weightage would be 45%. That means out of these 100 marks, these 5 subjects, signals and systems, power electronics, control systems, networks and power systems, will have a weightage of 45%. Apart from that, as an electrical engineer, they are passionate towards electrical machines, so that within the process the student can concentrate on electrical machines. So if I am not specifically concentrating on electrical machines, because it was the passion of electrical engineer towards the subject electrical machines, so that I feel that these electrical machines are visible or mingled in the electrical engineer himself. So in addition to this 12%, if you add this 45% of marks, you can attempt 57 marks for GATE in the GATE examination if you can organize, if you study in an organized manner. In addition to that, if you concentrate little on verbal and numerical ability, definitely there is a chance for a student to capture minimum of 5 to 10% of marks in general aptitude. Altogether 67% of weightage you can get by concentrating on the subjects machines, networks, control systems, power systems, power electronics and signals and systems in addition to the general aptitude. So this 67% of weightage, if you work or if you produce 50% of your efficiency in all these subjects, definitely 67% into 0.5, which would be equal to 32.5. As a result of that, even what category 2, you may belong to any of the categories that I have specified. You may belong to OBC, you may belong to open category, or you may belong to scheduled caste or scheduled type category. Definitely there is a chance for you to crack the GATE examination if you concentrate on the subjects networks, machines, control systems, power electronics, power systems and signals and systems. So this is what my analysis on the GATE examination. Thank you for watching. Keep tuned with our channel for stay tuned with our channel for more updates on GATE examination. Once again, thank you for watching my channel.